Hello, everybody, and happy September. Yes, it is almost pumpkin spice latte modeling season. And welcome to the monthly broadcast. And thank you to Dave Hammer for getting the cookie and being the first in. And I want to say hello to Dundas Junction Model Railroader. Hello, Glenn Power Williams, John, Steve Moskin. Who else is here? I saw a few people just come in. Todd Armstrong, welcome. Lovely to see you again. Dwight Curley. Who else is coming into the chat? Let's see. Yes, Dave Hammer, you were right. That was ACTS. BN Ironwood, welcome. And welcome everyone who is coming in to the September Mini Prints monthly live broadcast. Let's fire up the old presentation. There we go. All right. So yes, that was ACTS. And I thought I would give you guys, just before we start, a little look at, I hope you enjoyed the animation there. So this is where I am right here. Do you see where it says Parkdale? So this line right here between Parkdale and Spicer is the line that runs right behind Miniature Printerland. This line here where it says West Toronto down to Osler is the CP main line. That's just north of the office. So this is something that I have on at the studio all the time. And ACTS, hello, Floyd Robbins, welcome. Hello, Lynn McCurdy. This is something I have on in the studio. And occasionally, if I see some action here on the CP main line, specifically something coming up here, CN Connector, West Toronto, I know to get over to Osler, which is about 5 minutes away, to see the freight action. So I hope you enjoyed that little animation. The first item of business, obviously, is to pick the beer for tonight. And I've got a few special beers here. We've got the Henderson Best, which was, I think, just left over from last week. But Doug at Sparky 107.107's YouTube meet and greet, and that's Doug Forever DC 302, kindly brought me beer when he came to visit the Mini Prints World Headquarters. And he handed me a Cosmic Citrus Radler and a Railway City Boxcar Juicy IPA. And I don't know anything about them. The Radler is, it's 2.5% alcohol. It's made with real fruit juice. And it's got yuzu and grapefruit. And the Boxcar Juicy IPA is large on tropical juice, aromas of apricot, orange, and papaya, low on bitterness, and a hop-forward juicy IPA. And that one comes in at a grand total of 6%. And then the other beer, hello from Baltimore, Buffalo Bob. Hello, Rolf. Welcome. Lynn McCurdy, I will definitely drink one of the ones in the can. This last one I'm pretty excited about as well. And there's a story behind it. So let me just go full frame here. So this one is a locomotive lager, which is made by Stockyards out of Waterloo. And it's the official beer of the Waterloo Central, which you will see a picture of in a moment. And I had the locomotive lager for the first time on Sparky 107 107's fantastic dinner train on the Waterloo Central. So there's a story behind that one. So there you go. We have 4 beers to choose from. I will, of course, drink one of them. There are no 12% Trackside Mike, but if you come and visit, I will definitely find you 12%. I think they've got some across the street that are pretty strong. I will have 2, I promise you, just not right here, right now. My wife is saying boxcar. Definitely the 2. Dave is saying between the 2 railroad themed ones. I'd agree. Don't drink it in the can, drink it in the office. Trackside Mike, which beer did you have? What's the good one? Was that the Waterloo Locomotive Lager? I think that's a Locomotive Lager that you're talking about. Okay, so it's between the boxcar and the Locomotive Lager. And while we figure out which beer I'm going to drink, I'm just going to advance to the next slide, because I think the next slide, there we go. I love it when a plan comes together. There we go. So the next slide is specifically, we're going to talk about Sparky's YouTube meet and greet. And I think there were a few people. Okay, so it looks like the Locomotive Lager is winning. So I'm just going to pop that one open and give that a little pour here. All right. I will have the Locomotive Lager. Here we go. Cheers, everybody. So this is 4.8% Stockyards Locomotive Lager, Waterloo Central. Oh, that is a nice beer. All right. So Sparky 107 107's YouTube meet and greet was not last week, a couple weekends ago, the 22nd, 24th. And man, oh man, was it fun. Thank you to, cheers, Floyd. Thank you to Sparky for organizing it. I don't see Sparky here on the chat. I suspect he's probably still sleeping because he really worked hard. And here are a few photos from the weekend. I only got to a few of the events. So if you'll see, there's a picture in the upper corner of Nick Masney and his wife Renee, myself, Dr. Minnie, and Mrs. Dr. Minnie, and then a distinguished gentleman standing behind us in front of a locomotive. That's Bob Fallowfield, an old friend, who was our locomotive engineer on 8140 for the dinner train, where I first had my sip of the Waterloo Central Locomotive Lager. And that dinner train was a lot of fun. The meal was spectacular. Sparky's working late. All right, well, fair enough. That's, I suppose, better than sleeping late. So we did that on the Saturday night. Now, there's a fantastic video by Forever DC 302 Doug. And thank you, Doug, for your beer. I will drink them at a future date. And I've linked it in the mini prints in the news. So if you missed the YouTube meet and greet and you wanted to check it out, I've linked to Doug's 3-day video. It was a lot of fun. After the dinner train, everybody met at 9:00 in the morning. And you can see a little screen snap there from my video feed. There is also a video up of that. We hung out here. We had some Tims. We had some little Timbits, and then we walked just a few minutes up the road to catch the Canadian, and you can see us all standing there on the bridge. And apparently, there was a derailment. There was a derailment up at Doncaster where they Y the Canadian. And as a result, the one day of the year that I have 30 people standing on a bridge, the Canadian did not come by, which is, I guess, predictable. Anyway, it wasn't too much of a disappointment because after that, yeah, and that's actually true, Mike. Thank you. So the best part about the train derailment is it was CN 107 that derailed. So it was a freight train that derailed. CN 107 derailed during Sparky 107 107's YouTube meet and greet. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, if there was ever proof that we're living in a simulation, there you go. So that weekend was definitely brought to you, or not brought to you, by the number 107. We waited on the bridge for about half an hour. The train didn't come, so we went off to Little Canada, and I think everybody had a fantastic time. If you have not been to Little Canada, you've got to go. It's it's you're on fire tonight, Mike. You got to come to the broadcast more often. You're great. So we will definitely blame Sparky because Heath's not here. So, John, what did you say? I rode the train into Union Station. Canadian was still there. I reached out and touched it as you were entering the station. Okay, well, that's great. Little Canada really was awesome. Was that your first time there, Mike? Had you ever been to see it before? Because that was pretty neat. Floyd says that on your way home at 2:30, I saw the VO1 eastbound to Union around Sunnyside. Oh, that's interesting because it did head out to, I believe, Bayview Junction. It wide there. It then went back, and then I guess probably went up the Don Valley Parkway or something. Anyway, very interesting. So a little bit of drama. All's well that ended well, and everyone had a fantastic weekend, proving once again that rail fanning is a lot like fishing. You just sit and wait and hope. All righty. So I've got a lot of announcements. Not a lot of announcements. I've got announcements. And today's going to be, well, we'll see. I've got a few things to say. Not a lot, but, we'll go through. I think today will be perhaps a shorter than usual, but that's okay. I've got a few things to share. Oh, you've been 3 times. That's great, Mike. The first is, if you are a Canadian, please place an order. And to the Canadians who have been supporting me, thank you. I really appreciate it. It makes a huge difference because of the tariff situation. And I will share right now what I mean by that. So right now, all U.S. shipments are paused. And what that means is that I am still taking orders in the queue. I'm still processing orders, but I'm not sending any of them out, quite simply because nobody knows how to. So the tariff situation is a mess. Nobody really knows what's going on. You ask 5 people, you get 10 opinions. There are people that are telling me that all of my U.S. shipments will be subject to a 35% tariff, which I don't think is the case because all of my items are made in Canada and are free trade under the free trade, the CUSMA agreement. And so it's going to take a week or 2 to figure all this out. I'm pretty confident the packages will start flowing again. And I'm pretty confident that they will flow across the border, hopefully with 0% tariff. So for my American friends, continue to place orders. I will continue to print and process the orders. and we will cross the tariff bridge when we get to it. But I am still optimistic that I will be able to qualify for I am made in Canada, and I'll be able to get parcels across to you. The worst case scenario right now is that there will be a 35% tax put on by the US government, payable by the customer. And the threat of that, of course, and I'll be honest, it's hurting sales. So what you can do is, if you are in Canada, support mini prints. That would be very much appreciated. If you are in the United States, either place an order, and it'll all work out hopefully for the best. Or if you're waiting, I understand. I totally understand. The other piece of news is that there is a red banner on the top of the Mini Prints website for my American friends and customers. And it says, U.S. customers, all shipments are paused for now as we await news from our customs broker. And click the little arrow. The little arrow there will take you to this tariff page, which I will update, and I will update on a regular basis. Thank you, Dan. And I'm going to be showing you a few little things in a few minutes, which I think will get you excited. So hopefully it won't come to that, Dan. Hopefully I'm still very, very hopeful that these will get across the border at no additional cost to you. I have had to increase shipping by a couple bucks, but in the grand scheme of things, that's pretty much insignificant. It's the 35% that I'm working to get around, and I think there is a legal, legitimate way of doing that. All right, enough of the downer stuff. Happy news. Last month's show was probably the second highest viewing I've had ever, or certainly in the last year or two. We are, I think, at 499 views. So if one of you would like to become the 500th, you can, after this video broadcast, watch it, and you'll be the 500th view. There was a video in March, I think, that was at 521. Sorry, I was just reading a comment here from Floyd Robbins. I'll get to that in a minute, Floyd. So it was an exciting broadcast last month because I unveiled the shrinkening. And if you missed the shrinkening, the announcement is that I can now scan from photos. And I want to share with you a few of them. It's actually been quite popular, and we're starting to get quite a few photos in. And I would like to show you. I would like to show you a few of them. Thank you, John. That was, yes, my shrinkening spiral. So I'm glad you recognized that. It's a definite 60s throwback. Welcome, Jennifer. Thank you for joining. I want to see this. Floyd Robbins. I have an order coming in tomorrow via DHL. Had to pay an additional $34 tax and duty on the $100 order. May I ask you, Floyd, where that order was coming from and what it contained? You don't have to tell everyone publicly if you don't want to. If you would like to share it here, that would be great. I'd be curious. If you want to just send me a private email, if it's something you'd like to just email me privately, I'd be very interested. Because my understanding is that made in Canada goods coming across the border should not have things applied to it. But as I say, that's what I'm in the middle of right now. All right. So would you guys like to see some shrinkenings? All right. Oh, good. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes. So let's see what I've been up to. Here are a few shrinkenings. So the first gentleman, David, and I'll just use first names, sent me the picture of him with the beer stein. And you can see the 3D model that was created. The detail is pretty amazing. And when it gets printed out in HO scale, now actually I think that, yeah, the first gentleman ordered O scale, so it was nice. You could actually see all the detail. But when it's printed out in HO scale, you can still see all the detail. It's amazing. It really is quite incredible. Um, and the second gentleman is Bill, and Bill sent me a picture of himself with Texas. Now, Texas is a quarter horse, and Bill wanted to know if I could scan the picture of him and Texas and shrink both of them. He was shrunk into HO scale, and he was painted to look exactly like the prototypical picture and sent off to him. So we're really having a lot of fun with this. If you have pictures of pets, loved ones, family members that are no longer around, you in cosplay costumes, anything like that. If it's difficult for me to get to you at a show, or if it's difficult for you to get out to a show, or if there's a pose that you might not want to do at a show, the shrinkening is a really great way of getting yourself shrunk from a photo. And we're having a ton of fun seeing the pictures people are sending in. So thank you. All right. Inspiration. what does Todd Mini-Me mean? All right. Does printing from photos fix the issue with scanning black shiny things like your camera had? Absolutely, Dan. That is one of the things that's beautiful about this new workflow. Black shiny is no longer an issue. Strange poses is no longer an issue. There are a lot of things that we can now do from a photo that we could not do in a live scan situation. There were also, as you know, with your shiny guitar, there are things that are just difficult and time consuming to capture while rotating. And not everybody wants to be spun around in a circle. So the shrinkening is absolutely a very viable option. Trackside mic. If that is your backyard, I would very much like to come and visit you. Okay, so Floyd Robbins. All right, let's just see what Floyd said here. Floyd, my shipping was free and the content was free and customs bill of $8. Okay, so that's trackside mic. Broadway passenger cars. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess the passenger cars from Broadway had maybe a tariff on because they were not Broadway factory direct shipper. Maybe because these were made in China. I'm trying to, not quite sure. All right. Well, I was driving my wife up to the barn last Thursday, I think. And on our way up, barn's 45 minutes north of the city where she keeps Pumpkin, which is our quarter horse cross. That actually looks a little bit like Texas. We saw this, a field of sunflowers. And because there is a prototype for everything and because inspiration hit, you know what I did. You know what I did. That's right. The latest mini print are now sunflowers. And no, I did not scan it from the field, although that would have been really, really fun. Nor did I take a picture of them, although I did take a picture, but I sculpted these and they are absolutely fantastic. They're adorable. They're over on the layout, or I'd show you, but if you go to the website, you'll see them in more detail. And it just shows to Goya that inspiration is everywhere. I have so many new mini prints. I have piles of them, and I haven't listed them for a month. And I haven't because of the uncertainty. Oh, Trackside Mike, I have cornfields. I have fields and fields and fields of corn, and they are very popular. I will show you the corn at the end of the broadcast if you stick around. But yes, as a matter of fact, I think if you go to the website and click the sunflower, at the bottom you will see the cornfields, and the cornfields are spectacular. So done. I have definitely. uh, yeah, you know what I did last summer, Holly? I think you know what I did this summer. Summer's almost over. I guess we can almost say last summer. So thanks to my wife and her horse for the inspiration. We now have sunflowers. There are a ton of other things, and I'll be honest, I've been hesitant to list them because, oh, Bill's on. Hey, Bill, fantastic. You received the Shrinking of Texas. Great job. Thank you very much. I don't know if you just were on a minute ago, Bill, but I just showed you in Texas and talked about you. So thank you. I'm really pleased that you enjoyed Texas. I would very much like to meet Texas one day. Texas looks a very, very lot like Pumpkin, my wife's horse. And I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that you received it, and I'm thrilled that you're happy with it. It was a lot of fun. I was just telling everyone, I don't know if you heard that that was a really fun project. Really, really, really fun. All right, Trackside Mike, summer isn't over. Last week it felt like early winter. Yes, well, I'll talk about the last day of summer in another slide or two. Maybe the next slide, but hang tight for that. So yeah, I wanted to show you a few things I've been working on. And they're going to go in the Mini Prints of the Month Club. But I've been in this weird limbo. I'm gonna spill my guts. Hopefully I won't cry on camera. But this whole tariff situation has really had me in knots because I don't know what's going to happen. And it's really, really, really tough as a small business owner. So on the one hand, I want to list as many things as I can and get as many orders in. But on the other hand, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm really very, very hopeful that things will continue to flow. And I've got to just have a beer, chill out, relax. I know that everything will be fine. I don't know how it's going to be fine yet. I got to breathe, and just hope that everything's fine. But I've been working on so many models, so many amazing models. I'm going to show you a couple of them. And I will list them. Some of these are going to go in the Mini Prints of the Month Club. Oh, Nelson, he did? Oh, you mean on Nelson? He did it he did it on Facebook, right? Or did he do it in print? I'm curious. Let me know, Nelson, because I saw when he posted something on Facebook, but I'm curious what you're referring to. Yeah, it's just whoops, don't know what that is. Oh, hold on, sorry. Oh wow, he's 26. Oh, that's fantastic, Bill. Oh, that's lovely. We think Pumpkin is in his early 20s. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so yeah, I'm really stressing, and I really don't know what to do or list, but I'm going to show you a few things I'm working on because I'm really excited. And if you're a Mini Prints of the Month Club subscriber, you can close your eyes for a minute because some of these things are coming out in your next box. But I'm super excited because I want to show you this. Ready to embed in an impact crater? And I got some pictures of it on my layout. If you guys like the dino dig, you're going to like this one. I'm not going to tell you too much, but it involves a cow. Oh yeah, here. You saw the painted ones. Here are the teeny tiny sunflowers. They turned out really well. And then this is the one I think that I'm probably most excited about. You guys are getting a little bit of a preview here. This is something I've wanted to do for ages. You guys know what that is? Hang on. But look. That's right. And not only that, but it's going to go on the pole with the air compressor. So it's the whole kit. And because I am a mad scientist, there is wire here inside a tube, which is what causes, for those who don't know, this is a Federal Thunderbolt air raid siren. And this is a 3 revolutions per minute geared motor. And I'm a couple days away from hooking this up to rotate. And I'm very excited about this. So this would be, there's definitely going to be sound on this thing too, Adam. So this would have been used for tornado warnings, civil defense. I've always wanted to make one of these, and to get it animated with a what? Why? What do you mean? This is so cool, hon. Why are you giving me a face palm? I bought the motor and everything. This is amazing. See, that's the sound bite. Actually, I have the sound on my computer, but I won't play it now. Yeah, I will definitely. Well, what I'm thinking, and it's interesting because the other thing I'm thinking of doing is I want to start doing. I'm going to start building individual modules and doing how-to videos, because there's the Dino Dig. That's a perfect little sort of how-to, done in a day. There's the Federal Air Raid Siren. I want to do one of these. And of course, there's this, which is quite the scene. I will give you a hint. It involves a cow. So that's all I will say. So there's all sorts of stuff that I'm planning. I just need this. Can I swear on YouTube? Okay, pretend I'm swearing. I just need these tariffs these tariffs have to go away. They just have to, they're getting in the way of my fun. They're getting in the way of business and fun. So, but I'm not going to go there. I'm staying calm. Business owners staying calm. Business owners not freaking out. But I'm on like a creative tear. And the stuff that's coming out is just like amazing. So I really can't wait to get this stuff to you guys and to show you. Do you really, Mike? Do you have Federal Thunderbolts at work, or do you just have air raid sirens? Because the Federal Thunderbolt, the T-bolts, there are very few of these still around. As a matter of fact, you will probably find these more in museums or collections. So I'd be very interested. If there is a Federal Thunderbolt here in Ontario, I would definitely like to see it. I'd actually like to go and record it. I do have a lot of T-bolt recordings, but that would be really cool to see one live. Okay, so yes, Jeremy, it will be animated, sound and movement, because that's fun. Okay, let's see what else. Oh yeah, it's back. So remember I mentioned the last day of summer. So today is September 3rd. And in just shy of 3 weeks, so 2 weeks and 4 days. So between 2 and 3 weeks from now is September 21st, which is a Sunday, which is the last day of summer. And the Summer Peanut Butter Lid Challenge. Does everybody on this call have one of these? They are very easy to find. They're very easy to get. They are a 3.5-inch peanut butter lid. Now, if you do not have a 3.5-inch peanut butter lid, you can use a 3.5-inch mayonnaise lid. If you don't have a 3.5-inch mayonnaise lid, then as long as it looks like this and is roughly 3.5 inches, if it's 3 seconds, I don't know. If it's like this, if it looks like this and it's 3.5 inches, and I will just, where's my ruler? Here we go. Just confirm that. Yeah, 3.5 inches. That's the important thing. That's the only rule. So the only rule is it has to be in a 3.5-inch lid. You cannot take a square diorama. You cannot take a piece of cardboard that's 3.5 inches square. It has to fit inside a peanut butter or equivalent lid. And that's the only rule. And then you can go crazy. Everybody who enters has a random chance to win a $50 Mini Prints gift card. And there will also be a couple chosen for best in show that will then be put to audience vote. You can use one mini print item. You can use 100 mini print items. You can use no mini print items. You can enter it in any scale. We've had N, H, O, S, or O. I don't think we've ever had a G scale, but by all means, knock yourself out. The photos will be shown next month, which is Wednesday, October 1st. So you've got a month to see the entries and just shy of 3 weeks to get them in. I will move my face. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see if I can switch this. Can I switch it? There we go. You need to send me 3 photos, a maximum of 3 photos. Do not send me 30 photos. Do not send me 33 photos. Do not send me 6 photos. A maximum of 3 photos. 1 is fine. It doesn't have to be 3, but don't send more than 3, please. By midnight on Sunday to my email, bernard@miniprints.com. This has been fantastically successful in the past. There have been hundreds and hundreds of entries. I've done it at least 4 times, I think probably more, but you can go and view the mini print lids in the past at the Mini Prints YouTube channel. There is a playlist called PB Lid Mini Builds, and you can go and see some of the past entries. Okay, I'm going to shut up, drink beer, and read comments. Very good. I'm happy to see that. Oh, Dominic. Yes. Okay, good. So there's 2. Adam, 3. Excellent. Okay. Oh, B and Ironwood, 4. Perfect. Lynn, excellent. Different colors, fine. Lids come in all sorts of different colors. Color is not a condition. Just as long as it's a 3.5-inch peanut butter type lid. All right, this is very exciting. How are they easy to get? Are we talking about these? These are easy to get because you simply need to go and buy a jar of peanut butter and eat it. What could be easier? All right. Can it be a 2.5-inch lid? Yes, it can be a 2.5-inch lid. Absolutely. The maximum size is 3 inches. If you have a 2.5-inch lid, that is 100% fine. You can have less space, you just can't take more space. All right, Gary. The siren is fantastic. I live in tornado country. Plus, I grew up in the 60s. Those sirens are part of my life. We still have a country siren tested 10. Oh, excellent. Fantastic, Gary. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm very excited about these. I cannot wait. As soon as I get this thing hooked up, well, I've already hooked it up to the motor and proved that it works. I just have to embed it in the layout now. All right, Todd Armstrong, what do you have to say? Oh, he's saying hi. Okay. Trackside Mike. How much do you think the sirens will go for, and can you change the sound file? Okay, well, I haven't even gotten to the sound file yet. So the siren, I haven't figured out. I will probably sell the sirens as a static version. So I did make, here, I'll show you. All right, since you asked, this was my first prototype. It's simply static. So it's on a piece of styrene. So this does not rotate, because you can't rotate it like that because this box right here doesn't rotate. Okay, you can see that's not right. So this is a static siren. What I did with this one, and you can see it here. See, this is on a separate piece of wire. So the siren head is on a wire. This box is fixed on the end of the brass tube. So it's this that spins. And that's the key, right? So this one will be sold as a kit. And what I haven't figured out yet is, am I including the brass rod and the wire? Are you putting it together? Am I putting it together? So we have to figure all that out. And that will then determine the price. I suspect there will be a price of, do you want me to build it? So that would be complete with, you know, the wooden pole and everything like that. Do you want me to build it and put it in a box for you? I'll paint it up, or do you want to just have all the bits and pieces and get your own wire and do what you want with it? So that will all be to be determined. If you have any thoughts or ideas, let me know, but I'm working it out right now. The theme for the lid. Okay, Floyd. The theme for the lid is, it is the Mini Prints Summer Challenge, but it's the last day of summer. So the theme is whatever you want it to be. I suspect there will be some people doing summer lids. You could do fall lids. They're being shown in October, so you could do Halloween lids. I'm not really concerned about a theme because the whole point of the Mini Print Lid Challenge is to have fun. It's to build something. My worst fear is that everyone's going to have mini prints that look like this. You know, unsnipped, little gray pieces of plastic that haven't been painted. And the whole idea behind the Mini Print Lid Challenge was simply to get people building, having fun, to try different techniques, and to exercise their creative muscle, because creativity is good. All right. Thank you, Jennifer. I know you always enter, and I'm always excited to see what you come up with. Okay. Let's see. A few more comments. Oh, hello, Heath. The beer of choice was, whoops, here we go, Locomotive Lager, which is the official beer of the Waterloo Central Railway, which we were riding on Sparky 107 107's dinner train a little while ago. All right. Thank you for joining, Heath. Good to see you. All right. Jeremy, you can paint yourself for your Mini Prints Lid Challenge. Okay, so yes, by all means, please enter the lids. It is a tremendous amount of fun. I'm sure that you have access to peanut butter. It is sold everywhere. You can even take the jar. You don't have to finish the jar. You can put saran wrap or tinfoil on top and seal the lid and just leave the jar in the fridge covered. All you need is this. Okay, so what's our next slide? Oh yeah, mini box. How do I get this in there? There we go. Mini box challenge. Not mini box challenge, mini box. I am working on the next mini prints mini box that will go out on September 15th. So that is a week and a half away. I have printed up all of the different items. They are fun and spectacular. And I am ever hopeful that I will have the border situation sorted out by then. If you would like to see what was in last month's mini box, head over to the YouTube channel. And I have a whole bunch of unboxing videos. So if you go to the Mini Prints of the Month Club, there are unboxing videos that will show you what was in all the different boxes. And I think Train Scale has put up, has he put up the August box yet? I don't know. I'll have to go and check. But if you are curious, that is what I'm working on this week, because it's a little bit quieter and because we have to work out the shipping situation. I'm putting those together. I am, as I said before, ever hopeful that this will all get sorted out before the 15th. And stay tuned. Yes, this is actually my favorite part and pretty much the last part of what I've got for you tonight. There is the Mini Prints Modelers Facebook group, as I'm sure most of you know. And the Mini Prints Modelers Facebook group, if you are not a member, I encourage you to go and join. It's a separate group, not the page, not the Mini Prints page, but it's a separate group on Facebook where people share pictures of what they have done with their mini prints. Jeremy, I will just pause for a second and answer. The Mini Prints of the Month Club. I'll tell you a little bit about it. Okay, both Jeremy and John. So here, let me go back a couple slides. And I talked about this at length last month too. So Mini Prints of the Month, the things you need to know. Number one, it is HO scale only. Okay. So I'm afraid I have no plans to offer it in anything else right now, but if you're an HO scale modeler, it's for you. The plan has always been and will continue to be to offer approximately, roughly $50 worth of mini prints for $30. So it's like 40% off. It's almost half price. It was half price in the past because shipping was included. I have changed that. And especially now with getting things across the border and brokering, the current, it is $29.99 a month, so $30 US per month, plus shipping. And so you're basically getting $50 worth of mini prints, of HO scale mini prints for that. And every month it is the newest, most exciting, freshest. You get them before anyone else mini prints. Plus, there are always special things that go in the box that don't get released to the public, or I'll do like wood kits with ITLA, and I try and keep the box like a really sort of special, high value thing. And there is a page on the Mini Prints website. If you look for Mini Box or Mini Prints Monthly or Mini Prints of the Month Club, there is a page on the website that outlines all of this. Okay, so the Mini Prints Modelers group is a Facebook group. If you go to groups and just type in Mini Prints Modelers, you'll see some fantastic photos of what people have done with their mini prints. I think it's Josiah or Josiah. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. He always puts in a ton of photos, so thank you. And this is a picture of a couple of posts he did last month of the dirt bikes. And also, and you'll forgive me, I had to do if you haven't seen it before, I did the Coldplay Kiss concert couple. So he painted them up and had them by a busker. Thank you, Steve. I really appreciate that. This is, oops, my face is in the way of the author of this. So I'll just do this. This is Mr. Alan Cox. And this was in the Mini Prints of the Month a couple months ago, the old rotted out derelict school bus. I love what Alan did to this because he put moss all over it. So he's obviously, modeling a Washington State, Northeast, mossy, wet rainforest type environment or something. Beautiful work there with the mossy covering. I love sharing these pictures because this is very inspiring. Dwight also did a rusted up school bus, but he put his in the junkyard. Chuck had some fun with the gator. Beautiful paint job on that. Absolutely stunning. I don't know if that was one of yours or one of ours, Chuck, but really nice job. I think that was your paint job, but beautifully done. Steve definitely wins the award for the most mini prints in a single photograph. This was one weekend, and I lost track. I see the rifle, I see the chainsaw, I see the portable generator, I see a Christmas gnome. Oh, for gosh sakes. There's the dire wolf, assorted figures left, right, and center, some barbecues, and absolutely everything. Just spectacular. I mean, this was, Steve, this was just stunning. Thank you so much for sharing this photograph because, yeah, I love it. And that's quite the paint collection too. Love the paint collection. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant work. Denver Terminal Railway Company has one of our remote control battery pack operators and our water bottles on top of the hood there. So that's fantastic. And Matthew, oh, you're welcome. Matthew did a beautiful job on the Mini Prints home heating oil tank there. The rust job on that is just spectacular. So thank you everybody for sharing those photographs. Really appreciate it. I think we're pretty much done what I have to share, other than to say, obviously check out YouTube if you missed last month's broadcast, youtube.com/miniprints. While you're there, you can catch the Mini Prints of the Month Club unboxings and, of course, the peanut butter lids for inspiration. I also mentioned the Facebook page, Mini Prints 3D, and, of course, the group, Mini Prints Modelers. And with that said, I'm going to come back to you and answer any questions and have a sip of my beer. Let me go back through the comments and see if I missed anything. I do appreciate Steve and John mentioning that you are enjoying your Mini Prints of the Month Club boxes. Let's see. Lynn is warning people not to steal peanut butter lids, which I think is probably a good idea. Dave, I will be completely honest with you. I'm not coming to Train Fest. It's just not something that I will be able to do this year. I'm sorry. It's very difficult to do shows. And I just have to sort of stay here and keep the printers running. So I would love to be at Train Fest. I had a fantastic time last year, but I'm afraid this year it's not going to happen. Anthony, I can definitely mini print the Jersey Devil. It's on my list. I just need to figure out what a Jersey Devil looks like. Let's see. What else is going on in the world? Yeah, I know. It's sad. I would love to. There is nothing that I like better than getting out of the office and visiting a show, visiting with customers, doing some rail fanning. But that's just not in the cards right now, unfortunately. Steve, I won't know if your entry is stolen or not, so you are fine. All right. That's pretty much it for me. I'm happy to stick around. I can show you some other things. Hey, Ray, how are you? Um, would you like to see a couple of other things that were in last month's Mini Prints of the Month Club and that I have not listed yet? Okay, hang on. If you guys wait 1 second, I will go grab something. Hang on. All right, I'm back. All right. Yes, I will show you things. I will show you things. So this is really fun. I'm looking forward to listing this. So this started off life as a grain cart. So this is a 3D printed John Deere grain cart with a wooden decking. You can see right here. Whoops. So this is real wood. This deck right here is real wood. It's an ITLA wood decking. And this is a hay bale cart, not grain cart, sorry, hay cart. So I had a request for a hay cart. So I built a hay cart and put it in the Mini Prints of the Month Club. And of course, it had hay bales on it, and I've listed the hay bales. But then I thought, you know those roadside fruit and veg stands that you see? All they are, exactly, Floyd, all these are hay carts with a very simple awning on top. So the hay cart will be listed probably this Friday, so within a couple days. So, and this is just to show you a little bit of the process. So the hay wagon led to the fruit and veg stand. The fruit and veg stand led to apple baskets, crates, things like that. I'm now working on the fruit and vegetables to go on the roadside fruit and veg stand. So, yeah, one thing always leads to another. And I think this just turned out absolutely beautifully. And I'm very pleased with it. Yes, Dan, it's on the list. Looks like a makeshift mobile bandstand. Yeah, it could be. Although a person is, do I have an HO scale person here? This is only 6 feet tall. So a person standing in front of this would only come just underneath the awning here. So it's a little short. Yeah, exactly, Steve. A very short band. So so yeah, I've got so many little things like this I have to list. And I will. Yeah, I know, Nick. It's not a good time to cross the border. It's very sad. Um, hello, Stormy Sky Rail Productions. Are you working on your mini peanut butter lid? Because I know you've entered in the past. So yeah, it's just it's a tough time to come across the border right now. And hello, Split Rock. Wow, everyone's coming in at 8 o'clock. Did I miss the time change or something? Should I start over? Mini Prints of the Month live is from 7 to 8 Eastern time every month. So now we got all the 8 o'clocks coming in. Yes, Heath, you have never entered. Heath, I would love to see what you can do with a peanut butter lid. You've got 3 weeks, just shy of 3 weeks. Get building. You can steal from a neighbor as long as they allow you to steal. Excellent. So yeah, that's about it. For the folks that just came in, you can watch the replay when this show ends, which will be momentarily. I will go put it on YouTube. For those who are just entering, I talked a bit about the duty and tariff situation, and I really promoted the heck out of the peanut butter lid mini build challenge, which is 2.5, almost 3 weeks away, due on the 21st, the Sunday. And I shared a few extra special coming soon mini prints, and you can watch it all on the replay. And unless anyone has any other questions, I am going to sign off. Anyone? Bueller? All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Stay tuned. Check this Friday at miniprints.com for new mini prints. Reach out to me at any time at bernard@miniprints.com. And don't forget, if you have a photograph that you would like me to shrink, you can go and find the shrinkening and submit your photo or just email it to me. And I will see you all in a month on, I believe, Wednesday, October 1st. And we will show all the peanut butter lid entries. So do not miss the show next month. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining.